Hey guys, just an update. Past the MRI. First MRI that didn't go through. Just an update. Did my lab today. Or my lab eval. Yeah. So, beginning of the year, we did a checkup with the new insurance. And I did a lab recently, and this was my evaluation. Also had the back issues where I had the MRI that went bad. And here I am. So here's the thing. When I go in to get checked up, the first time they check my blood pressure, it's always high. No matter what. Now, every time I've gone in, it's been after work. Like, I was at work, and then I went up there. Also, anytime I've gone into a doctor's office, I think they call it white coat fever or something. My blood pressure is usually really high. Today, it was 201 over 110. And I guess I might have felt a little lightheaded, but I was also in pain. Like, my back was hurting, my arm and my shoulder were hurting. Not like a lot, but just aching, and it's frustrating that it's constant. It's not constant. I say that. It happens, it just doesn't go away, and then all of a sudden when I'm not thinking about it, the next thing I know, it's like, oh, okay. Or the pain is tolerable. Like, the ache is now not a constant tapping, but it's there, and you're like, okay. So, I go in, and they check your weight first. They put you in the room. And actually, kind of, if I'm not mistaken, I might have gone up a few pounds, but only a couple, which kind of, the thing is like, I checked last night and I was at like a certain amount. I'm not gonna talk about my weight, but when I went down again, but their check was lower. So I was excited about that. And I had the most adorable. And the thing is a college student, from a local college that I'm here, that they're working there because they have like the college logo, a nursing student. And she was so cute. Not like, see, when I say that, I think a lot of people like think it's like, this is gonna sound so crude, but it's like, horny kind of thing. My brother asked me over the weekend, and it's like, hey, seeing anybody, and I was just like, well, there are people, but honestly, like, to me, I'm looking for more of a, like, relationship wise, and there are women who are attractive, and I have definitely Googled, like, oh, Kate Winslet bikini or something, because she's a very attractive woman, but not like, so-and-so's boob size or whatever, it's like, whatever, but it's like, so like, physical attraction is a thing for me, for sure, but sometimes I can look at something and go, oh, wow, that's hot, and not be like, there's nothing wrong with having desire. I get that. But she was very cute and just very helpful. And my anxiety was up. She put me at ease really well. It was very nice. And the other lady was in there. She was pregnant. She was very sweet. The other girl was very cute. And I would say attractive. They both were, actually, but not that that doesn't gain or diminish their ability to do their job. And it doesn't matter what I think. But that's what I thought. It does actually matter what I think to myself, as long as that's it. I'm not putting anything on anybody else. Anyway, you know what I mean? Anyway, but it was nice to have attention and it not be, there's nothing related. It's just checking to make sure I was doing okay. And that was nice. And yes, there's like, she's kind of cute kind of thing. But anyway, after that, they checked me again, checked my blood sugar, checked my blood pressure, dropped dramatically. Still high. We were still high. We went from the 201 over 110 to like 167 over something. I didn't catch the other number. But it was a drop, which normally they take my 3 times. They didn't this time. They came in. I let them know about the MRI. They wanted to know if I wanted to check for the anxiety. And they checked again, and it was a very similar questionnaire as the beginning of the year. Have you had any basically they were asking if I was suicidal in the questionnaire, and if my anxiety has kept me from sleeping or whatever. It's like, no, the anxiety hasn't kept me from sleeping or having other issues. It's the pain that's been causing me issues. Have I had any? The thing is, anxiety does tend to get me. And now that I have the pain, I feel I'm more anxious because of the pain, because of my response to other people as I am in pain and now heightened in. Kid was one kid. His name was Kendrick. Love the hell out of him. Really cool kid. I like this. Like really like. I would have said he was a friend. And I didn't have a lot of friends in school. I had some, but like not like he was really cool. And then he moved. And it wasn't that people would get hurt or they would, die or anything. They would be gone. People that didn't fit right or didn't seem like they sat right for some reason would be gone. They would move. And I was right. I felt to myself 80 to 90% of the time. Yeah. I thought I had powers. like right before a rainstorm, I had this wooden boken that I'd take outside, and I would go through forms mimicking Highlander. I'd even do it in the rain. Yeah. It's not as embarrassing as it was later on. Now it's just part of my history, part of the lore. Highlander was a big part of my lore. But now it's yin yangs and wolves and Viking runes and such, and hot wings and back pain. But yeah, it's but we talked about some stuff and went over some stuff. Basically, I had thoughts of suicide. There were a couple times where I thought that, I think a lot of people would be better off without me if I was not around. But then I also thought, like, because I worked with doctors and I've talked to people from funeral homes and stuff, and I came up, like, you have to realize is that when you die, someone has to collect you. And I am an overweight man who will probably die somewhere in my house or heart attack. And just not like as of like if something were to happen to me, there are things that happen, and no matter what I do, somebody's going to have to clean up. Unless I die in a hospital, still somebody's going to have to clean up, but at least I'm in a place. But I don't want to put that on anybody else. Plus, I like food. I like drink. I like reading books. I like knowing that, like, I'm going to be up for watching the next season of Solo Leveling, TV series that I want to see are coming out. There are books I haven't read or listened to. There's titties I haven't seen, the things that I haven't been able to enjoy, that I may never actually be able to enjoy, but like, there's so many things that I haven't done, I still will want to do. When it comes time for the end, it'll not be because, I jump off a building, or it will be because of my stupidity, or somebody else's stupidity, or natural biologicals. That's all. That's it. I don't think that I could ever put a gun to my head. I could probably eat something that makes me sick and I die from that, but not on purpose. Yeah. So no for that. And then it was like fucking 10 pages of drinking. Do you drink? I am Sir Drinks a Lot. However, it asked me, have you had any alcoholic beverages in the past 2 weeks? No, I haven't. I make mead, but I actually haven't tasted any of the mead that I'm making right now. I need to bottle it, actually, and start a new batch. But, no, I don't. And it was like, have you had anybody tell you that you should stop, a professional or a family member? And I'm like, no, I haven't had. And so I was either have ideation for that, or I'm drunk. And the drinking hasn't kept me from sleeping. Unless I drank a lot and I needed to pee and then I can't sleep. So there is that. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. I'm in a focus area. So they're gonna get me on Moderna. See how that works with my insurance. Also, they're gonna get me 2 pills for the MRI. one to take 30 minutes beforehand, and then one to take right as I get there. And then I have to have somebody come get me and bring me home. So that's the only thing I have to do with that. So I've got that prescription. And also we don't know how I respond to it. I kind of wanted to ask them, hey, could you get me a third, and I will take that at some point later on at home, see how I respond to it. But I didn't think about that at the time. Anyway, I'll have that. They're going to give me the Moderna, which is the second prescription, and the third prescription, and a fourth prescription. The third one is going to be something that I take 2 times a day. That is a anxiety medication that has to be constant, and to see how the baseline works, see how it changes and everything. And then another medication is temporary for the pain medication, because I'm taking 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen, and I have the meloxicam, but I am not taking the meloxicam and then the ibuprofen, which I'm not supposed to do. I knew I wasn't supposed to, and when I mentioned that, like, hey, I wasn't doing that, she's like, good, don't do that. Because honestly, I tried the meloxicam when I was having back and neck pain before. It didn't do anything. So if taking it means I can't take the ibuprofen and other stuff, screw that, I'll take the ibuprofen. Also, I need to make sure I'm not taking as much, so that's kind of the way things are right now. Anyway, so I have 4 prescriptions that they're trying to get me on. It's kind of sucked just because I'm going to start, I already take my metformin and my Ravastantin or whatever. So, yay. But currently working on that. So I'm just waiting to hear back about the prescriptions. Really what I should do is go deposit my check from Friday, which I need to do because it's right here and I haven't done it yet. Since I took out a bit of money, I've been trying to be careful what I can and can't take out. But because I've got money to take care of bills and everything, and surgeries and stuff. Like I've got the cap tomorrow, and then the filling in another cap. Plus I'm taking Gin in, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned this. His face is a little droopy. Over one side, his face is like it's mostly just his jowls. Like over here, is a little bit lowered. And it's noticeable. It's not overly noticeable. But I'm gonna take him in Thursday and have them take a look at him just to be sure. So, honestly, yeah, that's basically been it. Not much else going on really. That's life. So basically tomorrow is the cap for this tooth over here. And then this coming Monday, Thursday will be Gin's checkup on him. And then Monday will be the MRI. And then I will set up another time and date for the next cap and the thing. And then we'll find out, once they get the MRI, we'll find out what I need to do about my back and the pain for that. So, yeah, that's an update. Anyway, as always, I am Sir Drinks-A-Lot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and to enjoy it all down to the last drop. This has been a health update. Catch you guys later. Bye.